Good morning. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. We are in Southwest Florida and the sun is rising over the buildings and the trees to the east. And this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. And we have really low tide today. If you're joining, sorry, I got distracted by a comment that I couldn't finish reading. Someone was saying someone was being negative. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway, don't know what it was, but whatever. Nothing I can do about it, didn't see it. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me live. I'm not sure if you can actually see all the details of how strange this low tide is, but there's like a fake little island. Can't get to it unless you're willing to get wet. You have to actually get in the water, but it's kind of cool. And thought you guys might like to see that. If I get a chance, I'll show you even more of it, but it looks like it's just a little peninsula. You can kind of see it directly behind me. Good morning, Brenda. Thanks for joining live. If you're joining live, please say hello. Let me know what you're working on this morning. And if you watch the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello. I like to reply to all of the comments that are recorded as well. Good morning, Susan and Lisa, Mar, Anna, Annie, Kim. Yes, sandbar. That's right. That's what Kim calls it in Australia. We call it that here too. Good morning, Jane. It's early in the morning. I guess my vocabulary isn't what it should be. I had a crazy day yesterday. Lisa's working on a new computer. Yep, Grace agrees. Sandbar. I'm fine, Annie. How are you? Mars finishing up a pattern with my no-cut fringe. Wonderful. Yeah, that twisted fringe is amazing. Good morning, Judy. Hi, Christy. Catherine, yes, I still love the magnifying lamp. In fact, it's funny that you asked because I was using it last night. I was working on a project from my upcoming crochet encyclopedia book, and it was late at night, and was watching the new season of British Baking Show on Netflix, which is season 6 just launched yesterday for the US market. So I was watching that and really wanted to be able to work in the low light of living in the working in the living room. So I was working on this cowl underneath that magnifying lamp, and I didn't even use the magnifying lamp. I was just using the light of it. Where can you find it? Lily, it's in a blog post on my website within the last month, so if you scroll down on my blog, it shouldn't take too long to find it. It is absolutely fantastic. I leave it in my living room because where I really like that type of a tool is in the evening if I want to sit on the couch and crochet or knit while watching TV with the family. My actual lighting in the living room is not great, and it's disruptive to people who are trying to watch TV at night, so having that lamp to just focus strong lighting right on my hands is amazing. And then if you need the magnifying lamp too, that's even more amazing. But it doesn't disrupt anybody else in the low lighting, and that's really what I like about it. Plus, the lighting is so incredible that I think I see better with that lamp than I even see in regular daylight hours. It really helps to see your stitches. So yes, I still love it, and I was using it last night and even saying to myself last night, dang, I really love this. So that's a good question. So anyway, I was going to tell you guys a crazy story that happened yesterday. So any cons? No, I don't have any cons with it, none at all, because it was easy to put together. It's on rollers so I can move it around in my house. I find multiple uses for it because in a pinch it's extra lighting for doing my product photography. The magnifying lens is larger than I would have expected it to be and more powerful than I expected it to be, and the lights are more powerful than I expected them to be. And the lamp head moves up and down and moves in lots of different angles. I honestly can't think of what would make it better. And it's a heavy base so that you can roll it around and not be worried about it tipping. I honestly can't think of a con to the whole concept of it. It's amazing. Yeah, Grace, I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain thinking if there's any downside to it. I can't think of one. I've loved it since the minute I got it, and it's still working just beautifully for me. Oh, the waves are quieter today because they're further back. It's a little over $100, Lily. Yeah, it is a beautiful day. It's warmer than I expected, so I dressed a little put a little too much clothes on for the weather. I wore my fleece-lined leggings and a cardigan, and it's not quite to 80 degrees already. No, Joe, it's not bad for what you're getting, and it's not just a lamp. I find that it's a crafter's tool. It is a full-blown tool that is going to help you in lots of situations. The magnifying lens, you talk working crocheting with wire, beading, any kind of fine hand work, trying to thread different things, thread a needle. There's so many applications for using that. I miss the comments are long, and I'm not retaining all of it. Something about a man with clippers. Maybe I didn't even figure out who that was. Good morning, Vera. Yeah, Lily, I think for the price, I think it's actually extremely reasonable. No, I don't remember meeting anybody special yesterday, although I did meet something crazy, and that's the story I was going to tell you. So the books arrived yesterday for all the pre-order sales for 80 Handmade Gifts, and I got as many shipped out as I possibly could before the post office closed at 4 o'clock. I'll get the rest of them done this weekend. But so I headed to the post office to get there by 4 to drop them off before heading to pick up Marlon. And walked in the post office, dropped off my packages, walked back to the car, and out of the corner of my eye, I'm between my car and the car next to me, I see something wiggling in the cement. And I look down. It was a pygmy rattlesnake. It was about this long and brown and with a speckled pattern to it. And I screamed bloody murder. And when I screamed bloody murder, he coiled back. And after he coiled back to attack me, he then got scared by my ridiculous scream and jumped sideways and back. And so I'm not sure how close, and I was wearing flip-flops because that's what I do. I live in Southwest Florida. I live in the tropics. I wear flip-flops year-round. I don't know how close I was to getting bit, poisoned, or killed by a rattlesnake in the post office parking lot yesterday. And I've been a little freaked out about it ever since, because I'm not sure what the heck that's supposed to mean. And there were a couple of things that were going weird in my day before that happened. And so once that happened, it just kind of made me step back and go, what the heck's going on? So obviously it was pretty traumatic, and you all know I'm terrified of snakes anyways, like irrationally afraid of non-dangerous snakes. So to have something dangerous come so close to attacking me, I don't even know, and in a strange place. I wasn't in the woods. I wasn't somewhere weird. I was in a cement parking lot at my post office. So not sure where to put that, where to process that, but I'm very grateful that nothing happened. But I thought I'd tell you guys anyways, because I don't even know. He must have been terrified too. He was probably terrified being where he was, and then with me screaming at him, he was definitely terrified. I just think it was so scary that I watched him coil up and then watched him get scared, like simultaneously. But whew. Anyway, so that resolved itself positively, and like I said, the books are here now. So if you got a notification, I think I was the only one outside in the parking lot, Mary, so no, nobody heard me scream, I don't think. Nobody close by. Oh, Grace, yeah, even a blue racer, that would scare the dickens out of me too. I get scared by non-venomous, non-poisonous snakes, so the fact that I came this close to a scary one is just nuts. Anyway, so if you did get a notification yesterday, yours was one of the packages that got to the post office before the snake. And if you did not get a notification yesterday, you should be getting one this weekend as I process the rest of the pre-orders. Oh gosh, nobody came to help. I don't think we live in that kind of world anymore, Mary. Oh, I ordered plenty more. Yes, Rav. So if you didn't order the pre-order, yes, they will now be, they're just now in stock. So no worries. And I am continuing the pre-order sale through the weekend. So anybody that orders a book through the end of Sunday will get the ebook for free, which is a $13.99 value. And then come Sunday night, it'll just go back to being buy the book and buy the ebook. So I thought it was just a fun promotion to do while we were having the pre-order. And since I'm still processing the pre-orders, I figured it was a good time to continue the sale for a couple more days. Well, Karen, I think garden snakes can bite. It's just that they won't hurt you. There's no venom. Oh my gosh, do you remember the shirt I was wearing yesterday? I was wearing that cold shoulder top from Amazon that ties in the back. So I had little dangly ties, like a bikini top, dangling on my back after the snake run in. Can you even imagine how much I thought I had a snake in my hair? So after the post office, I drove to Staples, drove to Tedda's to pick up Marlin, and drove home. As soon as I walked, I even went to the grocery store. So then as soon as I got home, I ripped that shirt off so fast. I was like, nothing's dangling on my hair today. And I'm sure you can all relate. Once you get spooked, you're skittish and everything freaks you out, right? So, enough of that. What was I gonna show? So I brought my Mickey snakes are non-toxic. Okay, well that's good. Good morning, Edna. Thanks for joining live. Oh, that's nice, Jai. You know, sometimes there's nice people that help, but for the most part, I find that people are afraid to talk to other people. At least where I live, I don't see. When I say hi to people in stores, like I try to say hi at the gas station and the grocery store and things like that, and unless it's a cashier that has to say hi to me back, I think most people think it's weird that I go out of my way to say hi. I just think we live in a world where everybody's more afraid of each other than they are open to chatting with strangers. And I don't mean to be negative about it. I just think that I don't think it's the way it used to be. How old do I sound saying that? It's just not the way it used to be. So anyway, enough of that. I brought a few more. I brought the clips back today. I brought the large butterfly clips, the medium butterfly clips. Thank you, Rev. And I just don't think anyone was even around when it happened. And the small butterfly clips. And I brought all of those metal clips. We've got butterflies and feathers and some flowers. I brought all of these with me today because I thought it was going to be fun to show you some other types of projects that could use closure in that way. So yesterday I brought a skinny scarf and I brought a cardi vest, and I showed you a couple of ways to secure both of them. And I brought some different shapes today. Today I brought a half hexagon shawl, and I'll show you a couple ways to secure that with a clip. And then I brought another cardi vest because I thought it was going to be fun to use some of the smaller clips to actually clip a line of clips down the front to make it look like proper buttons on a cardigan. So I'm going to take this one off. But I thought maybe I'll attempt a head wrap again, because you know I really like head wraps. You know I want to wear them, but you know I'm just not there mentally about it. So I figure, like anything else, you got to keep doing it until it gets comfortable. So I'm going to try this one as a head wrap first. So we'll try. Not even sure this shape will work, but we'll try. So now you could tie that in a knot. Or if you wanted, you could decorate it with one of the butterfly clips, and the purple on the purple I think would be super cute. So I'm going to put that there. I tied it once, but I'm going to secure it instead of with a knot. I'm going to secure it with that. You can see the ties end up coming down the front, like my hair. Thank you. I love my earrings too. Those are from my new book, 80 Handmade Gifts. I'm going to turn around so you can see what this looks like in the back. See the butterfly? Which wrap is this one? This is a crochet shawl that's a free pattern on my website called Isla Morada. You can easily find it in the pattern search. It takes one ball of Be So Fine yarn. It's a top-down half hexagon, and there are videos on it as well. So what I wanted to show you is that with this shape you can do lots of fun cowl and scarf looks too. So obviously you can wear it as a shawl and you can tie it in all the different ways that we like to tie shawls, but you could also wear this one as a capelet, and you could easily make this a buttoned up look by adding a couple of butterfly clips. Let's see if we need one more. Might be fine with two. How cutie is that, right? I mean, that totally looks like a fitted capelet now. I'll back up so you can see the sides and the back. The floor under me is at a steep incline today, so I don't have great balance when I turn around. Do you see how inclined the beach is because of the low tide? So when you see me lose my balance, that's why. So anyway, there it is as a capelet, and my goodness, so cute and so easy to do with a couple of clips. If you wanted to add a line of buttonholes and add buttons, you could totally do that too. And you could also just clip it with one, like one of these feathers. I think just doing one, I think it's so cute too. Oh yeah, this kind of an earring goes with anything, and if you notice, there's so many colors in there that when you pick a variegated color that goes with other colors in your wardrobe, you can pretty much wear them just about any day. Oh, Sherry's asking Lisa if this was easy to crochet. Not asking me, that's okay. I know, because you know I'm going to say, of course it was easy. Because there's lots of instructions and charts, and there's even videos. How is it spent? I don't know what that means, Jai. Yeah, half hexagons are great. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to tie it as a scarf and a cowl. So let's wrap it around twice like we did some of them yesterday. And so we've got our two ties. Now you could tie these, right? Here, let's try it the other way first. Okay, so we're going to take it from the half and we'll scrunch it down like we did the other one yesterday. Put it in the front, grab it around the back, come back to the front. Now you could tie this like that, and whether you tie it or not, I think it'd be super cute to secure this with a butterfly clip. This is the large one, and you know I'm just in love with this because it's so sparkly. See, it's not working on the tie, so let's. How cute is that? And whether you tied it or not. Okay, so there it is tied. Let me try untying it and securing it with the butterfly clip instead of tying, because that knot sort of got in the way of the clip. All right, you're going to have to play around with it. I can't see in the camera very well right now. And maybe this one's just a little too heavy. It's still cute, but I think you might, depending on where it is, let's try a medium one and see if that works better. Yeah, that works better. So maybe on this one the medium works better. And doesn't that look like I made a cowl or even made a scarf? I mean, it doesn't even look like a half hexagon shawl anymore. So you've got a half hexagon shawl. You can wear it as a half hexagon shawl. It's great as a sarong or a beach cover-up or tied around the waist. It's great as a capelet now. If you put the buttons down the front, you wrap it a couple times and you have a scarf or a cowl, because you pin it or tie it in different ways. So this is a really versatile shape. And why is it versatile? Because it's done in a thin yarn that has a lot of drape to it. So this is Be So Fine yarn, my 100% bamboo, and you can see, look at how much drape that has. I mean, it's just so fluid. Okay, does anybody have any other questions about this one? Or want me to show you a few other ways? Otherwise we'll move on to something else. Well, I could show you around the waist. It really is a cute candidate for this because of the shape. And maybe not. I might not be able to do it right today, but you get the idea. Oh, I know what else you can do. So it looks cute like that, but then you could also, what was I doing when I was in Miami a couple months ago? I was pinning it differently so that the fronts were, yeah, I pinned it here. So let's try that with a butterfly clip real quick. So I pinned it instead of tying it in a knot, and that gave me more coverage. See that? So then you get more coverage in the front. I'm having a little bit of struggle. Anyway, so there you go. So then it is more like a skirt overlay. And I have bigger shawls. This is obviously not the right size for me to do it properly as a skirt. It's only an overlay. But if you had one of my larger shawls, or you continued this with more rows, you could make it longer and make it a proper skirt. Wear a liner under it and you could wear that as a proper skirt then. How beautiful. I love crochet skirts. There you can see the kids on the sandbar. And even, do you see the lady standing in the water out past the sandbar? Look how shallow it is out there too. Oh, always exciting to have something different. Oh, I'm so glad, Kimberly. All right, so now we'll move on to the vest. And as you know, we have a gazillion ways to wear the vest too, but today I thought it was going to be interesting to show it with the butterfly clips as buttons. And I should have worn long sleeves to make it look cuter, but whatever. You'll get the idea. Yeah, it is lovely to hear children playing at the beach, for sure. All right, so if you wanted to go with, whoops. I think you could go with the medium or the large clip if you were going to clip it one time. How pretty is that blue with the turquoise on this blue? So if you wanted to clip it, do one. I think the larger size looks nice, and then everything else is just flowy down. But if you wanted to do it more like buttons on a cardigan, no gray, I did not make these. I found these on Amazon, and I shared them in my Amazon shop. You can find them at amazon.com/shop/Kristin Omdahl, and that link is in the video description below. Just thought it was a fun way to decorate our handmade items in a really simple way, and they're not very expensive at all. Oh my gosh, that looks like a vest now, right? It looks totally like a vest. Look at that. Can you believe that? I mean, it actually changes the look completely again. How many times am I going to show you how to change a look completely? It's amazing. It blows my mind how perfect that is. You could also do it on the store-bought cardigan that I bought today. So just for some fun, let's do that. Which pattern is that? It's the Blue Danube vest. I think it's just called that, but it's super easy to find patterns on my website. If you go to the free pattern directory, which there's a link to that in this video description, or you go to my website and look for the free pattern directory. It's really easy to do. Okay, so now we'll try doing this as a closure on the store-bought. I think we could go with a medium if we were going to only use one. Yeah, medium is fine if you're going to do one, but if you wanted to make it like buttons all down the front, I think the small works better. Okay, so I'm just doing this willy-nilly. If you wanted to measure them and make sure that they are even, you could. But how cute does that look? It just looks so put together, and it just looks so different. And it's sparkly and butterflies. It's just silly and whimsical, and I like that too. So any of these things would work with the other clips that I bought too. It's just the clip's a little different. This is that flat hook on the back. Can you see that? So these and the feathers are all on that flat hook. So you would do those just slightly differently, but I wanted to wear one of these in my hair one of these days. Maybe not there. I'll have to figure it out. I think maybe if I pull a side back and do that, I'll figure it out. Not this hair today. Yeah, the clips are fun. So this is several sets of clips. I believe I bought the small set of butterfly clips. I bought the medium set, and then the large butterflies came, you have to buy those individually, and then the other sets came in a huge set too. Yeah, just think about the smile you'll put on someone else's face when they see sparkly butterflies on your outfit. And I'm telling you, I think it would be beautiful if you wore it on the hank of yarn like we showed the other day. It would be beautiful on a scarf, in your hair. I wore the big butterfly clip on my ponytail all day yesterday. Didn't stop me from seeing a snake, but whatever. No, that's not why I saw a snake. I'm just being silly. Does anybody have any questions? I think someone asked what yarn I used in my earrings. This is Be So Fine yarn and Be So Fine yarn bling in color Sunrise 02. So that's the bamboo yarn with a thread of pure silver, not synthetic lurex. This is pure silver applied right into the yarn, and it gives you that beautiful shimmer. Isn't that gorgeous? What was Leanne asking about sizes? The vest. This particular vest comes in one size. I do have some vests coming up in the layers book, and those will all be sized, but the free pattern vests are one size only. Yeah, maybe that's why people don't smile, because they don't see whimsical things. Well, I'm going to try to make a difference with that. I do get people that want to comment about my earrings because of that sparkle. Do I sell? No, I don't sell the bling yarn in a tidbit. Nope, I only sell those in a full ball right now. I compliment people on their clothes all the time. The earrings are amazing, Sherry. Thank you. I love them so much. Birch vests. Birch vest comes in sizes. Yep, that's a proper vest. Yes, definitely. If you search my website by vest, you'll see there's all sorts of vests there, and plenty of them do come in sizes. That is true. I thought you were asking specifically about this vest. This vest comes in one size because it's a cardi vest and it's very flexible. But if you're more than welcome to look up all the vest patterns on my website, and you'll see lots of them come in sizes. Thank you, Kimberly. Sure, you could make the earrings in a smaller ring. You just want to make sure that you whenever you modify something to a different size, you'll want to make sure that you're making your motif small enough to fit stretched onto your ring. So you may do less rounds, or you may do a tighter gauge. There's lots of ways to make your crochet smaller. You'll just have to play around when you're modifying. Uh-oh, Lily went to the courthouse with her silver thread yarn. That reminds me of the story where someone got stopped in the airport for wearing bling yarn. Yeah, this is pure silver, so it is going to stop you in a metal detector, so be forewarned. That's awesome, Lily. Did they make you take it off, or did it just ding? I'm guessing it just was a warning, right? Yeah, you can definitely try with smaller rings. You'll just have to do a smaller motif, that's all. And trial and error. Anytime you modify something, it's kind of like designing something. You have to use trial and error. Oh, you had to take it off. All right. All right, well now we know of two places that you have to be careful wearing Be So Fine bling and Be So Sporty bling yarn. That's awesome. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Lots of activity at the beach here today. Oh, well that's good that you're making a difference, Leanne. Leanne was saying that she all the time gives people compliments and says nice things to people. I do all the time too. Cashiers at the gas station, the grocery store, the bank, I try to strike up conversation. Oh, your nails are so pretty, what color is that? Or love your hair, or that color looks really pretty on you, or thank you for your service, you made my day. Or I always try to come up with things like that. And always hold the door for other people, male or female. Even if other people don't, I don't care, because you know what, the only way we make a difference is by starting with ourselves. Yeah, the earrings would be great in black and white yarn. In the last set of hoops that I bought in my Amazon shop, I bought black hoops, so I'm excited to put black yarn in black hoops. I think that's going to be awesome. That's next on my list for earrings. And maybe some more bling. I'd like some mermaid bling. And I have Chantilly lace in the earrings already, so some other colors would be great too. Yeah, smiling and complimenting is something that we all can make a difference in other people's lives every single day. Every time we leave the house, we have the ability to do that. Yep, Sherry does the holding the door thing too, me too. I'll tell you, and some guys are just so shocked that I do it, and that makes me happy because I'm reminding them that human kindness still exists. I love it. It just makes you feel better about yourself when you've done something for someone else without asking for anything in return. Oh, that's great, Mar. Yeah, the love knot beads are beautiful, or yarn ball beads. I call them yarn ball beads most of the time. They are, the gold and the silver are both cute. I'm sure you'll find a reason to use both of them. So I think it was a good idea to buy both, because on any given day you may think that the silver or gold tone will look better with the yarn you're looking to match it with, and whichever one you match with, I'm sure you'll find another use for the other set. So that's a good idea. Catherine does it with cashiers too. Good, that's great. Oh, that's funny. Rav packed a carry-on suitcase with so much yarn one time that she got stopped at security because the x-ray machine couldn't see through it because it was so tight. That's awesome. Sherry got her email, so her book is on the way. Wonderful. Yeah, I think I remember signing that yesterday. Yep, you never know what someone is going through. That's right, Melissa. The thing is, we all have our struggles, and even the person you think has a perfect life, they don't. Everybody has their own struggles, and the sooner we realize that and treat each other with more patience and kindness, the better off we'll all be. No matter what, everybody has going through struggles. And to even think that they're not is judging them for something that they have that you think that is better or more than someone else. So just the sooner we realize to not judge others and remember that they're all going through rough stuff too, it's great. Oh wow, Kim, that's huge. That's huge. Great. Yeah, you never know why someone's meant to cross your path on any given day either. That's right. Yeah, Rav, well, you had the intention of doing that as a customer service employee, so I think that you attracted that for yourself too. Because I think that whether you're throwing out positivity or negativity, I think you're attracting whatever you put out. So the more good you put out, the more good you receive. And if you're putting out negativity, finding a way to not do that will help bring more positivity for sure. Jai, if you don't mind, send me an email about inventory questions and I'm happy to help. I do have Be So Fine Bling in Chantilly lace and Be So Sporty Bling in Chantilly lace. If you're not seeing it, I'd be more than happy to help you find it, but I can't help you in the live stream. So just email me, projectkristincares@gmail.com, or go through the contact me button on my website and I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Yep, you never know when someone needs a hug or a kind word. That's right. Boy, what a good thought to end the podcast on, and the last one of the week too. This is great. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see the inscription that I came up with for the books. So whenever anyone gets their signed, autographed, personalized copies from me, you're going to get to see my inscription. I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm going to let you guys see it first, but as you know, I thought long and hard about something nice to write in these books, and I like to theme them for each title. So I'm pretty excited about what I came up with for this one, and excited for you guys to see it. So on that note, I'm glad we talked about so many positive ways to make a difference in strangers' lives today. That makes me feel good about where I'm going in my weekend. I hope it makes you feel good about where you're going in your weekend. I have a lot of books to sign and ship this weekend, thanks to all of you, so thank you. And throughout the weekend you'll probably start to get emails with tracking numbers, and everything will get to the post office first thing Monday morning. So thank you all for that. Have a wonderful weekend. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.